Hello and happy penultimate day of August from Radically Rational and RadicallyRational.com. We'll call this one Death by 1,000 Cuts. Actually, 1,100 cuts, more than 1,100 cuts. That's the number of football players who lost their jobs yesterday alone around the National Football League. Now, the only mild surprise among the Cowboys' cuts was tight end Sean McKeon. I didn't really see that one coming. But that weird one-for-one cornerback trade that they did with the Dolphins, you go here, you go there, nothing else involved, that was just weird. It was really good to see that Dallas cornerback Jordan Lewis made the 53 following that very severe foot injury that he suffered last season, although he may not be ready to go until about week 3 or so. The Texans got offensive lineman Kendrick Green from the Steelers to bolster Houston's nicked-up offensive line. For the second straight day, the Texans cut a defensive starter. Monday was linebacker Christian Kirksey. Tuesday's victim was nickel corner Desmond King. Now, it's really interesting to look at various roster compositions and see who emphasizes what. So there's some fun things here, and I want to share them with you. The Commanders kept 11 defensive linemen. So guess what they think the strength of their team is? The Panthers kept 5 tight ends. Well, what can I say? Frank Reich likes tight ends. 13 rookies made the team in Tampa. Von Miller will start the season on the PUP list for the Bills. The Packers are going to be one of the youngest teams in the league. Right now, they only have 3 guys on their roster who are in their 30s. All right, how would you like to cut your son? That's the situation the Jags' Doug Peterson found himself in as he released rookie tight end Josh Peterson. Newly acquired Jets running back Dalvin Cook says his post-surgical situation is fine and he'll be good to go for opening day. Jonathan Taylor remains in Indy on the PUP, at least for now, but we'll keep an eye on that. How about this? Right now, at this instant, the Pats only have 1 quarterback on their roster. So they're looking for somebody to back up Mac Jones after they cut both Bailey Zappi and Malik Cunningham. So they're combing the wires there. You know the hoodie has a plan. He knows who he wants. Adieu to veteran running back Melvin Gordon in Baltimore. Veteran kicker Nick Folk moves to Tennessee. That's a solid move by Vrabel. The Broncos are putting their kicking faith in Will Lutz. We'll see about that one. All right, you knew we were headed here. We now officially have a 3-way tie atop the American League West among the Rangers, the Mariners, and the Astros. Bregman and Alvarez had big nights at Fenway as Houston beat the Red Sox 6-2. That combined with a Ranger win and a Mariner loss left all 3 teams at 75 and 52. Now, here's what the Astros have to do in the final month of the regular season. Get hot at home. You know, for years and years, they've just been on fire at home. To date this year, only 35 and 31. That needs to improve. How close can you get? Well, pretty dang close. Giants pitcher Alex Cobb lost his no-hit bid with 2 out in the 9th against the Reds on a double by Spencer Steer. Cobb got the next guy to close out a 6-1 win. Brooks Koepka really disappointed me when he hooked up with the murderous Saudis, but he will still be a very valuable asset on the U.S. Ryder Cup team. We are all, of course, wishing safety and security for Floridians as Idalia bears down on the state. I'm going to be very interested to see how Ron DeSantis performs in his role as governor. Let's hope it's better than the performance we've seen out of Greg Abbott, who has failed miserably in every single crisis he has faced in his tenure as Texas governor. We are what we accept. We are what we tolerate. Get this, listen to this, and try to hear it like you're hearing it for the first time. Over the past decade, 42 million Americans have lived within 1 mile of a mass shooting. That's according to stats provided by the U.S. Census Bureau and the Gun Violence Archive. Now, in this joint study, a mass shooting was defined as any event in which at least 4 people were shot, not including the shooter. Today is the 242nd day of the year. We have already had 470 mass shootings. Do the math. This is unacceptable. This is intolerable. And the extent to which we have become numb to this outrage is indicative of true national insanity. Sane people would not put up with this. Sane people would do whatever they had to fix it. That's what radically rational people do. Have a good day.